What's up, digital marketers? How you doing? It's Steve here from Globatel, and welcome to another one of our videos about the 7 sins of content marketing. So we've done a series of these videos. Just go check out the rest if you haven't yet. But obviously, the whole purpose of this video is to try and go into content marketing very briefly, one by one, and go through some of the 7 sins that we see happen with a lot of digital agencies all over the world that they tend to make the mistakes of when they're trying to do content marketing. So obviously content marketing, massive deal these days. Almost a bit biased, but almost the key to any marketing strategy is content. So it's really, really important that if we're going to take the time to do the content marketing, we do it properly. And time is an important factor when it comes to content marketing because it's really, really vital. As I say, I think it's the core to most marketing strategies, but it's also one of the most time-consuming elements of any marketing strategy or any effort that you're going to take. So if you're going to make that effort, you may as well put in the effort to get it right, rather than just kind of spraying and praying and hoping that it gets out there. So in this video, we're going to be dealing with one of the biggest sins about content marketing, and it's such an obvious one, and we tend to just neglect it and forget about it. And that is the sin of not having an actual strategy when we're developing our content for our agencies or for our agencies' clients when we're working on one of their campaigns. So strategy is everything. Talking about strategy, it goes to one of my favorite sayings ever. Learned this the hard way through projects over my life that I've done, where you kind of just rush into a project and hope for the best. And the saying is that you should measure twice, cut once. So I'll say that again: measure twice, cut once. Such an important thing to learn. Rather than going out there and just cutting the wood, measure the wood, measure it again, and then cut the wood, because that way you're going to make sure that you get the right result at the end of the day. And that's what strategy is all about. It's about having a proper plan about what you're actually going to do. You're measuring, and then only then are you actually going into the effort of creating the content. So obviously you've got to develop the strategy. This video is not about developing a strategy. It's about explaining how important the strategy is. What goes into that strategy? Things like, firstly, is you've got to understand your client. You've got to understand what is their business about and what are they actually about. What is the story of their business? What is the story that they're trying to tell about their business? The way I put it is, get inside their heads and understand their clients. Once you've done that, you then need to get into the heads of the audience. So you understand the business, you understand their story. How do you tell that story, and who are you telling that story to is more important. So get inside the heads of the audience that you're talking to. Once you've done that, you can once you've understood exactly who you're talking to and what story you're telling, you can now go off and you can start to understand the objectives. What actually are you trying to achieve with the content that you create? Really, really important. Also, not going into too much depth in this video, but really important to understand the objectives. Once you've done that, you can start to develop your actions and your messaging in your content of what you actually want to get. What do you want to tell about the story, and how are you going to tell the story? Obviously, key things here are staying on message and focusing on the how and the why. You're trying to get a story across to somebody, and you've got to understand that you've got to stay on message, regardless of where you're doing it for your client. If they're social media, it's in the email marketing, on their website content. Make sure that you stay on message. Now, obviously, these days there are billions and billions of people online. So in the past, it was okay to just create content and be active, and we could just kind of put stuff out there and hope for the best. But we're past that now. We've evolved as marketers. We're better than that, and we need to adopt that into our content strategy when we're building it. So make sure that you aren't just active, but you're actively smart about it. So go out there, be active, but make sure that you're always spreading the right message. You're spending the time, you're creating the blog posts, you're writing the emails, you're shooting the video, whatever it is you're doing, make sure that you're doing it in a smart way that's talking to that segment of the billions of people that you're talking to. Not getting into segmentation in this video either. That's coming in another video. But yeah, please, obviously there's a lot more to talk about in terms of content and strategy and this specific sin of the content strategy. Please do, if you know of anybody who needs help, if you just want to pass this video along and share it with somebody who you feel can take something away from this, please do share it with them. We all need help in our content marketing. We all tend to just get lost in what we're doing. We tend to forget to step back and think about it. So please share it along. Let anybody know if they'd like to some help or need to just run a few ideas by us. They can always get in touch. Please like, share, and subscribe so that the video gets further to those people who do need it. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.